I want to see them like have an improved T side, and I'm with you. They look terrible in that first half versus FaZe, but the matches, that's where you really learn, right? The scrims is one thing. You don't know who's hiding what. But in the matches, that's the real game tape. And by OT, they turned that T side around.
Fair enough. They did. It was enough to get them in. And then that CT side, I mean, holy moly, God. Let's be real, right? That's where we know that Fnatic could have their hands full. So let's just see. We've got plenty of time to find out. First map of the best of 3. First round of the first half. Rolling the first fight. And it's successful. Little flash assist there from Flusha, but clearly there is more action to unfold on this A site. JW knows it, gets the fadeaway versus Hampus. And to think that, you know, Fnatic are here because they lost to Astralis 2-1. It's no big deal losing to Astralis. Everybody has to do it. JW looking for another headshot here versus the planter player. And flashbangs popping all over the place. This is the Ninja's commitment, and it's not working too well, other than the fact that Plopsky gets on the bomb site and is able to catch one off guard. The P250 runs dry for Knock. It's a 3-piece for J-Dubs to take Fnatic's opening win.
I love that just set this up with now in the second round, which is everything Bless said, right? Nip Magic versus Fnatic bullshit. First of all, love that. Put that on a poster. But also Fnatic T side versus Nip CT side. And then we already know about all that. But then also, will Nip improve their T side from when they played FaZe? Question you just posed. All three of these things are things that I think we should be most curious about, that we'll learn as we go. And certainly Fnatic put their feet to the fire. A lot of their form is starting to come back up, way up. Flush having one of the best tournaments.
Imagine Flusha returns to all-time form.
Right?
You know, we saw Knock or Ninjas with career highs on Overpass a couple days ago. No, not gonna happen. Labored attempt. It's a full house between Brolin and JW. Not a single kill versus Fnatic. They even get to keep the majority of the utility they had bought into. So
I love
good
that
for them.
bought.
9 frags for Brolin and JW, 1 for Golden.
4 MP9s. That's so good. Yeah, 4 MP9s and an AUG versus 5 AKs. It's just Fnatic things. They're going to hold on to these. They're just not afraid to use them.
Maybe throw them in connector. A potential B short pop. The AUG is a part of the equation down here in the dangerous dungeons. Hampus inside of the lair, then decides to retreat here. So yeah, short B completely taking control of for Fnatic. It's decent map control on this portion of the map. Meanwhile, where the bomb is actually headed, long A, there's no one. The closest would be JW in bathrooms with the MP9. He falls back to the site knowing he is eventually going to have to hold it. Yeah. They could always rotate SMGs up and try a desperate retake attempt. Time will tell.
This is a great call because they know, Fnatic didn't rebuy. And on an anti-eco, you typically want to go long A. It's just one of the best places to go. So clearing out the bathrooms now. And they've alarmed rotations because they threw this flash. So the one good gun, I guess, is coming back. Or no, it's actually Crims with it. MP9 to come in. So they got a couple of MP9s. All right, now Brolin comes in as well. There we go. Now we've got a party.
But does it fizzle out? Or does it rock until the wee hours? 35 seconds. We're getting past the midnight point. Plopsky ready to go off of this. Calls out the AUG. That's the one rifle down. But JW, close smoke. Tons of damage versus Knock. Still able to attempt entry onto the bomb site. Crims is going to hear some footsteps in mid. He holds. Bombs being planted for him, but the smoke covers it. Oh, no, it doesn't. The smoke was just a little shy. Crims reveals himself, has shadow advantage. Flusha with another SMG. Killed Ninjas. They just want this bomb plant. It's Twist in the post, trying to spin on a swivel, but he loses out. And Fnatic take a third. Free upgrades from MP9s to rifles. And Ninjas still absent on the scoreboard.
They came up to the end of long. They had the rotates come in. If they didn't make a single noise, of course, Fnatic wouldn't have moved to muscle, had one MP9 on A. But it was just off of that, and then it came through with the tell. Crims plays this beautifully to not only peek to deny the plant, but also grab the refrag player coming out the side of bathrooms. Fnatic go up 3-0, and as you mentioned, looking very healthy with the AKs. They'll have to fight against some more. Rez has to concede with the Galil. They're quite low on grenades on this round, so maybe something a bit more simple. But what we've seen from NIP's T side, oh wow, okay. That was a spam through the smoke all the way back, like a very passive hold on Monster. Wow, look where Rez is, holy.
Riggedy wrecked. Bathrooms is clear. Long is not. That's where Brolin's pushed upwards. But, I mean, if ninjas can come in and walk onto this A site. Curious position. Still the vast majority of Fnatic down towards B. Now set scrambling upwards. But look at this. Ninjas on the site. And Brolin, I mean, he's tucked in a position where the rotates just have to be on high alert. Crims, you better clear these corners. Does so, takes the headshot. Brolin gets crept up on. But here's the thing. Hampus has actually given the bomb site back to the CT side. Sure, he killed that long player. But now the bomb can't actually work inwards, clearly because Crims picks up his kill. Had Crims not got that headshot,
it was over.
Then they have no long player, and the A site's completely beneath the feet of the ninjas. JW through the side of the smoke bests Hampus 4 versus 2. NIP yet to break through on this T side.
Yeah. So that this was the thing. Their T side's a lot of walking around. Funnily enough, that's a lot like Fnatic's T side on this map as well. But okay, 2v3, they might clear this,
chance.
maybe they won't. Okay.
Crims,
yeah,
he clears corners and then doesn't get cleared himself. 4-0 for Fnatic.
Fnatic, I think Frankie once in a post-game interview tried to ask Flusha, when you go for these walkouts, Flusha, you know, how do you just go off a feeling? Is it something Golden calls? And he was like, I just walk out. And I think that's what Fnatic is really all about. And they just sometimes will just push something because they feel it. Intertwined, Brolin's second ever game in Pro CS was with Knock on his team. Gucci Banana.
The Gucci Banana.
Love that. Okay. I think Knock is the best player on NIP. I don't care how good Rez is playing. He's amazing. Ooh. And him and Knock are the dynamic duo on the A side, on CT side. But for my money, Knock is the most complete player on this team. He's the most aware. He's the best positionally. Extremely consistent. I think he's the best one.
It's hot tamale, but I mean, you know, he puts up performances to defend your argument. Some would engage with you in said argument. I won't.
Okay. I know Rez would be a contender for right now.
Yeah.
And his form it's really good right now. He was peak form the other day. Last 2 days, in fact. But he's still a bit inconsistent, I will say.
Well, he's shooting for the 3-peat. Maybe that'll change your mind.
Yeah, that would help.
Roland's going to peek out long, finding Hampus with a nade out. There's Plopsky's CZ to best JW. Now they know Brolin's kind of on his own here. Rez trying to fight him. Tech 9 to the face. And Twist could have made the most of moving into this A site. But Golden now has position on Optimus Prime. Flash to the eyes. Plopsky gets his teammate killed. And Golden gunning. But now down. This is it. The ninjas looking like they've broken onto the scoreboard unless Crims can keep his flawless 0 deaths alive. 1v3. Remember, we were just working with pistols here for NIP, and pistols all they need. Nice headshot coming out of Twist to close it. And it's only round 5 of the first map, but we're getting real rowdy already.
The thing I love about CS is there's so many different flavors, right? Like, you know, when we talk about Swedish Counter-Strike, we talk about a very defaulty style, a very spread out, a very individualistic style of CS, but we see that it can work. We see Astralis play what some people call perfect CS, where it's kind of got a very nice balance of all things. And we see that be dominant. We see Furia get away with being extremely aggressive every single round and win tournaments. That can work as well. There's a number of ways that you can win a game in CS, and just because one style becomes dominant doesn't mean everyone's style becomes like that. and that's why we love to see a Swedish derby where NIP and Fnatic might have similar T sides in terms of style. Fnatic just might be able to pull it off better.
Then we get this ideal world where everybody brings their culinary spin to the table. Right. We're left with this decadent buffet. Luckily, Swedish Counter-Strike tastes better than Storming.
Might taste like it for the other team.
Yeah, sometimes, right? Nothing. It's that nasty, stinky fish. That's what it feels like to get headshot sometimes. Twist. Walking into the B site. Ooh, rolling through the side of the smoke. There's the first frag, and it's to the favor of Fnatic. Bomb still outside of Monster. 30 seconds left. Look at Bomb. This is going to slow things down awkwardly.
Oh, heads up.
As long as these counter-terrorists don't die.
Yeah. Knock on site. They're going to go B, and he's such pain for them. He's making noise, too. But they still have to get the end.
Cleared up the A site. Yeah, nothing's going to connect here. Rez dead. This is flawless from Fnatic on the hold. Brolin, the one and done up top. But Fnatic just sit on their shop. Never even having to move off the B site. Again, it kind of got stagnant with that bomb back. Weird, eh?
Problem for Fnatic. I mean, the second half might be juicy because of both teams are best on that half. But, you know, if NIP can't pull out a confident T half, it's going to be a big issue. You can't expect a giant comeback like they did versus FaZe, who play a lot less Overpass, right, are way worse at it than Fnatic are.
Quick kill, quick fallback. JW ready to help. And blink and you'll miss it. It's already 5v3.
Yikes. Yeah, they try to just pretty much run this default as many times as they can, see if they can get some kills. Fnatic being very proactive. Hampus, he's next to die. Yes, he will die. Oh, he catches the time. He's actually through. He's not going to be able to tell his teammates there's anyone there. Oh, Twist finds one. That is, that's a big one. So, I mean, it's still 3v4. Hampus is still alive. He'll now come back towards long. CT starts second guessing. A little bit dangerous for him, especially if he does try to take some dry peeks, and it looks like he's walking out for one. Interesting choice to shoot. That just alarms JW.
Shouldn't be too nervous. He's got the jump spot behind him. Off of the spot, he goes for the shot. Brolin looking for a second in this 7th round. 30 seconds left again.
They're asking to get opt.
Ooh. JW may just answer the call. Plopsky's head's popped. Brolin trying to dodge these flashbangs, regains vision, or rather maintains vision, never lost it. Will lose the aim fight, however. Hampus, 12 HP makes the difference, but JW just a stationary turret. Sat behind those dice box, just chilling and killing, and giving Fnatic a 6th.
Real easy for him. This is the kind of situation, especially versus NIP's T side, you want to pull out an AUG, an extra op if you want to. Ooh. Keep going aggro. There's a lot of dry peaks going on. Not too many flashbangs here for NIP. One of the things I was hoping they would fix was kind of turning up the pace a little bit, using some more utility on the T side, but they aren't really doing that. Knock, most consistent. Knock has had just 3 sub 1.0 ratings of events this year, but Plopsky had just 2 until this one. Rez had 4. Interesting. Plopsky is...
Yeah.
I'm surprised about that because his individual performances, it feels like, have really slowed down a lot.
But I think
I want to extend an olive branch to kind of all players during this period, because it feels like I've never seen so many players at all-time low form until this year. Like a lot of all-time great players, a lot of very consistent recent players. Everybody's tapered off, you know, as a symptom of the climate. You know, the fact that they're playing so much for the same teams, a lot of it's online. So don't like to harp too much on the individual stats, but it's cool to see that Plopsky's actually pulling out. Was that 4 below 1.0, or is it saying?
Rez had 4 below 1.0.
Okay.
Knock 3. 2 until this one was Plopsky, so I'm assuming that this may not be a 1.0 for Plopsky at the moment.
Yeah.
That's the thing, you know, he did kind of like take, I feel like when, you know, the Ninjas were looking reinvigorated, even back with Lekro, you know, Plopsky was kind of, that's when he was turning heads. Start of 2020. Decent stuff. Now Knock has stolen the show.
For sure.
Rez getting right back up there with him. JW focused forward, misses his shot, and now it's Brolin at bat. Plopsky doesn't clear him. Brolin looking for the double is denied by Hampus on the Tech 9. Golden alone on the A site for now. He has the rotate coming upwards, but Rez has moved in fast enough with a second headshot. That Deagle is deadly. 25 seconds remain. Bomb to be planted on the other side of the boxes. We've already got Hampus with a bit of an angle. He's able to post, having found the plant, but it's Crims, the cold-blooded killer.
He knows he's struck.
Yep. He's going to find an angle on him, maybe? Smoke fades, sees nothing. There's the peek. Knock times it well. His third kill of the first map, and the Ninjas win a second.
Yeah, no space, no respect. Knock's going to find the timing and peek it, and it's a great round from Rez. Missed Golden for a second there, but the second one into Flusha. A frustrating few deaths here for Flusha in this match so far. And JW drops a rare one. His form's also not been great, but this map, he's been hitting shots, looking very good.
This is their chance to break through. We've got Fnatic back on pistols. Again, trying to contextualize this T side from NIP after their performance versus FaZe. A third round here versus these pistols would be great for them as we're only 10 rounds deep. I mean, they definitely left themselves room for improvement after their previous showing. Despite that game delivering, you know, again, like I don't want to take away from what those guys actually achieved, but like within the first 15 rounds, they didn't achieve much at all.
It was awful. Don't hold back, Connor. It was awful.
Okay, I'm too nice sometimes.
So yeah, maybe they're scared to up the tempo too quickly. Maybe that's their problem.
Looking for the kills by Bank. It's actually a smoke and a push forward from Brolin. He hits two Deagles. Oh my god, a very real chance at that third one. Plopsky gonna swap to the sidearm as he's now on that 3K. Golden up from the stairs. Oh man, dude, these Deagles are everywhere for everyone. He goes sprinting in knowing that his days were numbered, but that's a 4K from Plopsky, I believe.
Yeah, he was the doorman sitting on the truck. Making sure no one can come.
Yes.
Spray down.
Obviously just the pistols, right? But
it is, yeah. They get the majority alive, and just as you mentioned, you know, anything NIP can get in this half, they'll take. They'll take it. So all comes out on Knock.
Kills towards short from Crims. The MP9 bag and tag. Rolling backs up. Plopsky's going to use out some utility here to just ensure that he is alone in connector. You never know. Tons of corners to be cleared, and he doesn't have any teammates to do it, seeing as they have circumvented party and rather peeked out long. Playing the extremities of the map is the Ninjas. We've seen Twist with, at times, a well-placed lurk kill on this B site. You know, Fnatic opting to rotate up to the A site more often than not, kind of right before Ninjas get their footing on it. Sometimes Ninjas already within it, and I think that's what's made the difference in the few rounds they've won.
Knock spotting one jumping at truck. So he made presence with an op, which might encourage some rotation. So Twist is going to use that to start to walk out B. Small opportunity, and Knock is still pushing A this whole time.
Rez gets the headshot. Twist throwing flashbangs deeper. Golden sprinting into the action, but he lost another teammate. Twist, great job. Great output, but a 2v2 is where we're left. Frag and a flash on Plopsky. One nade goes high. Blinds the CT on Graffiti. Rez is going to have to snapshot over, and he does so very well. Now, It's the kill to JW that matters. 2 HP makes the difference. Rez with the 3-piece to give Ninjas a 4th.
Rez, he doesn't afraid of anything. Okay, this guy could sit there with 2 health, not worried. Brolin, fire behind him, JW up top, teammate dies in the back. He doesn't care. He focuses forward on his crosshair, what he controls. He worries about what he can control. Everything else doesn't matter. Back on pistols here for Fnatic. Upgraded pistols, but no armor behind it.
Gonna make quick work of these pistol players. Molotovs perfectly placed.
They hurt him.
Yep. Okay, JW. As if. Oh my god, he gets the dink.
The cutest angle. Do we have an alligator skin for the P250s?
Yes, there is one.
There is one.
I believe
okay.
it's called See You Later.
Oh, it's an alligator skin. Cool. I like that. Because I guess that's what we all think of, right? When a P250 shoots.
An alligator?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Can't.
Like a snap.
I don't
maybe
think
a
we all
snapping
do.
turtle. No, not an
Yeah.
animal.
Nah.
Just me,
Okay,
huh?
yeah, okay, I can kind of see it. Yeah, it's got a little
man.
snappiness to it. That's the P250.
There we go.
Mind you, I think I would say alligator if maybe it got the kill. Okay, snapping turtle because everybody's still standing here for Nip. They're about to get their 5th round. They could very, very likely tie this up at 6. Hey, Plopsky, settle down now, mister. Crims is trying his damnedest with the deagle, but he goes down. It's the Ninjas with their 5th round. Fnatic still leading by 1, back in with a bye. I mean, this is a vast improvement on the T side of Overpass for
So
Nip.
good. Yeah, just a 1 swing round, and they've just ran with it. And because they kept so many alive, all like 10 HP players, I mean, they just got so much money left over here now. Makes a big difference. 2 Augs to buy back. Fnatic looking at another save if they lose again. You know, things look so strong at first. Push out A. It worked out well last time, JW. Ooh! He waits for no man. Oh my god, they're running right by him. Oh my god, he's flanking all the way around.
They didn't hear that. He was making steps, but so were they.
Oh, he won't
And he
go.
gets behind them. Now he's in the middle of it all. I guess if they disengage from the other... No. Somebody's coming back to check it.
Knock does...
Yeah. Nox got a heads up on this.
Bye.
JW. Wow. Snappy little headshot on that one. Keeps us in the 3 versus 3. Twist dueling at the B site. Crims with a deep position behind the truck. And JW another little tidbit of damage. Not quite enough to push Rez off the ledge. He still stands with shaky legs at 13 HP. He has done everything for them this round. All 3 of the frags for the Ninjas belonging to Rez.
True. Twist, I assume he's seen Flusha. They've done some damage to each other a little bit here.
Yes.
So he knows he's pushed. Mid round's awkward. A little scarier for the... I personally would... I don't know if... I'm not sure if I'd rather be a CT in this position. I mean, based on the health, of course, yes. But I'd say the CTs have pretty good spots. Not going to be too easy to get one over on Fnatic. But because Crims is playing a passive position on the cross from Bank, there's potential to just see a random plant front site, bathrooms post plant, and just hope that no one's there. Noise has been made. Flusha is coming over, and yeah, Bank gets mollied out.
Bomb's planted. And we're in the retake. Little HP. Very little HP for these guys to work with. No kit currently on the counter-terrorists. They're kind of worried about somebody else. It's like they have flashbacks to JW still being behind them. Nobody there. Fnatic moving inwards on the site. Good little underhanded toss to block off the vision of Bomb. Twist has to swing out. He gets the kill versus Flusha. He thinks maybe it's the bomb diffuser. Now he knows it's not. Crims trying to find Bomb, but again, this is a 10-second defuse, and the smoke will eventually fade, so he needed the frags, and he's just not going to get it. Rez, just the insurance policy, staying as far back as possible. We're all tied up at 6 rounds apiece.
Yeah, not only that, but Crims, I don't know, do they buy? Probably not. But they must be a bit frustrated at this point. They're buy save every single time. 5 in a row already for NIP. And they save the 1 AUG. That's got to be tempting, especially after how chaotic the beginning of that round was. It was actually a pretty decent opening play, but as you mentioned, it was Rez to deal with each and every piece of the puzzle. The clutch gene. Flesha has won 49 1vx's against NIP in CSGO, 7 1v3s, 18 1v2s, and 24 1v1s. The indomitable man himself.
Is that a sauna behind him?
Wait a second. No. Is that a scale, maybe? Standing scale? I had to zoom in IRL to see what that was. We'll have to bring that up again. I like to get a zoom on the cam. Not about Flesha, just what's in the background on the right.
I like this portal into the players' worlds.
Yes.
Turns out they are human after all. Well, so they seem.
Oh man. So they are going to play disciplined and save, buy some sets of half armor. But things are working out quite well. Nice mid-round, I guess, there for NIP in the post-plant. The flash to guarantee the kill. They could have very easily lost there in the post-plant. Ooh, carefully placed grenade there by Flesha. He's got some of the best AP and utility stats out there. Lots of additional damage.
This is dangerous. Very dangerous position for the Ninjas. I mean, they've got the advantage, but look at the HP bars all being taken down. Only Nox with 100 health left. Everybody else susceptible to death, but Rez, with the last few shots in the magazine, gets the job done. Alleviates the pressure. He asks us, why are you guys stressed? I've got it. Ninjas with the 1-round lead as he pieces together another multi-kill coming out of Monster. First one onto Crims, second back, and the third in pit.
Yep, Les brought up that they just don't do well on force buys, and it's so funny because we've seen on some of these rounds where it's with full pistols, they're getting like 90 damage on 4 players, but not completing the kills.
Just can't quite get it over the edge. Big had that same issue yesterday versus Vitality. You know how dangerous those pistols can be, but comes down to the slightest of margins.
And we know it's like a house of cards. You get the 1 kill, round can really fall apart, but they just can't break it open. They're just doing good damage, but that's it. Twist has been very comfy here outside of Monster. Found a couple of openings, I think as you pointed out earlier, where he's able to get a kill on Flesha. And it seems like he'll be the one to lead the charge now into a Monster execute, walkout. We've seen less executes from NIP, more walkouts. So we'll see if that's different right now.
A couple of pieces going in. Smokes and flashes over the top. Golden met by a Molotov twist. Ooh, and he just blindly fires into Plopsky. A third kill from Golden, playing the pillar to perfection. It's Nox's turn to try and draw this one back. One fake plant is all he had the time to do because Brolin shoots through smoke and kills him. We're all tied back up at 7. Finally, an answer from Fnatic, but nicely done here, Golden. The second kill?
Wow. Not a lot you can do about that. They need to work on this half execute thing that they do. I don't know if they throw the best utility possible. When we saw him versus FaZe, it didn't work out that well either. It didn't seem very very good for the amount of utility that they have.
Ooh. I love that JW doesn't like flee. He doesn't run away in fear. Or maybe he should have. Okay. Sorry, buddy. He gets tagged up and just sticks back close enough to still try and make the play. But then Rez spamming him down. Never even saw him. Brolin looking to get proactive. Flesha in the meantime claws one back. Scraping together the exchanges and looking like they want to go hunting for more. Brolin has managed to get back into the B site. Seeing as he's on his own. Flesha repositioning far more forward than where they last saw him. Brolin could get caught off. Yeah, Twist getting the better of the headshot. Now this B site's open. Ninjas in pajamas, 2 players in connector. This is an easy rotate into the B site. But there's going to be a flank, potentially 2 flanks, in fact, from Fnatic. A 3v3 with no round after this one. Somebody's taken an edge after the first 15, but who's it going to be? Crims, dropped by Hampus, who's now got Flusha caught off, and it's going to be very difficult to get out from the doorway. He'll challenge with the Deagle, gets the job done. Flash goes up into the heavens, 20 seconds, still no plant, and the bodies are stacking up. Rez, we've seen him clutch from this position. 15 seconds to spare, and he's just dead. Flusha finding him, and Fnatic taking the lead ever so slightly at the end of this first half.
I've been stuck on a memory, but it's not like I need it. And you may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head.
A 1-round edge here to Fnatic as they swap over to the T side of Overpass. This is where the Ninjas last best phase. This CT side looked untoppable, while all the while that T half was quite lackluster. Now they improved on the score. They got 7 rounds instead of 4, and we'll see if they can stop Fnatic here dead in their tracks. But it's going to be tough. We've got JW above 100 ADR and Brolin as well. 95 for Crims. Those 3 pieces for Fnatic, the heaviest of hitters thus far. But it is, of course, early days in this series and still in this first map. Rez with the dual Berettas. He's going to have a threat on the other side. Starts to rattle the shots. Good first headshot, but he dies. Golden trades that one quick enough, but oh man, Hampus, how are you going to do him dirty like that? Spamming through the smoke, he catches Golden, clips his wings. And now Fnatic have a chance to address the situation? Do they still want to go to B? They'll sit, they'll wait, hoping somebody steps into this. If they're aware of the fact that Plopski's so low on health, then a single bullet from Flush's Glock, regardless of where it lands on his body, is going to take Plopski out of this one. We've got Ninjas split in the 2-2 formation. Little A contact could do some good. 30 seconds left over, and Fnatic still indecision. Bomb clearly getting closer to that A site. It could be the commitment. Funnily enough, despite that little bit of A presence, it's the third CT down to B, where Flusha gets the gush and then peels off. All of the pressure is here on the shoulders of Knock. He has been fantastic this event. He gets his 9th kill there. 7 seconds, just needs to deny the bomb plant, but he dies. JW is going to get rushed, and if he goes down, it's over. The time will make the difference, and he dies in the post. Not going to bode well for Flusha. $400, and Ninjas tie at 8. Poor guy got rushed down, executed, out in the open.
Well, hello there.
Hello. Hey, hey.
Exciting to be back into it. Tied up now. It's the same buy that Fnatic brought on to NIP. The same kind of confidence, the same energy here for NIP. With the 4 MP9s. The same flavor. Swedish. Swedish fish.
Surströmming.
Stroming. The salty licorice.
Now that stuff's not bad.
Oh, you like it now?
You got it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Unlike Counter-Strike, just delicious for everyone.
Yeah, that's good right away and good for you.
Yep. Glock's answering back, or rather the P250, and then Golden dies. So it's a 9th for the Ninjas. They take a little bit of a lead here early on the CT side. I was just reminding everybody, Launders, before you rejoined us, you know, improvements for NIP on their T side based on the matchup versus FaZe. That's what they needed. They needed to improve the T side, and they did. This CT side, it's very tough nut to crack.
And that's what Fnatic are built to do, right? Break open CT sides. Come through with the atypical Counter-Strike, weird default, strange lurks, types of stuff you're just not ready for. And JW, he'll be ready for that. Twist, he'll go for an abnormal push for honestly for NIP. They don't normally do that, but they are just working on the MP9s, trying to close the distance as soon as possible. And Rez, he's up in his post, so I'm sure that Fnatic right now, they know exactly where Rez is standing. They know what he's thinking. They know what he wants to do. But that's everybody. That doesn't mean that you're going to be able to stop Rez. He's happy to be here. He wants you to come to him. He loves this spot. But he does just have an MP9.
That's definitely his weak point. Brolin, the better of the weapon. There it is. Even getting the headshot with the MP9, but just not quite enough. 16 health for both Brolin and Golden. Emboldened, perhaps, by the fact that they still have 3 teammates by them, but one of those 3 now down. Nock's going to lay the smoke at his feet with 30 seconds to spare.
They're not flanking him via long, giving a lot of space over to Knock, but Knock, I mean, if he knew what was on the other side of the bathrooms right now, there would be CTs running in his direction, but they have not moved a muscle. Knock will have to do it all by himself. But can
so far, so good. There's a third. Knock just omnipresent on the A site. A 4th kill. He's going to get stopped by Golden. The Deagle is what stops him in his tracks, but I mean, he had done enough. Hands down, he had done enough.
That was supposed to be around for Fnatic. Knock should have absolutely got traded there. That was an ace stolen away, ripped from his grip. This was just beautiful. I mean,
yeah,
This is exactly the kind of split you want to deal with somebody in this position. And Golden has to hit that shot. Of course he does.
Dude, the kill on Crims along the side of the smoke. I love that off angle. And then the one on Flusha. Dude, Flusha comes skating through like electric slides around Banana. Looked like the crosshair was magnetized to Flusha's forehead.
Mm-hmm. That shiny, beautiful forehead.
Did you hear that?
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Okay, never mind. I hit myself in the forehead to try and emulate the headshot, but then nobody heard it, so I just hit myself in the forehead for no reason.
I didn't know how to set that up, so I thought you were gonna be like, "That's the sound of glory." You know, one of those lines.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah,
something like that. But I didn't know if I was gonna be like, "Yeah, I did." What was it though?
I get you.
Okay.
Look at this rush. Oh, no. It's just the Deagles. They've gotten way too close.
Yeah.
Way too close for comfort. I mean, they just ran through bathrooms, nothing stopping them, nothing spotting them. Feels like ninjas were completely caught off guard by that. I mean, hell, I kind of was. The timing, they just turned it up, cranked the dial, maxed it out. Speakers booming, rolling, popping off. Flusha with the picked up M4 pushes this down to just knock. This was a round that Fnatic had absolutely no business winning. Caught sleeping at the wheel by this straight up Deagle play.
Yeah, they even had, even though they gave up all of that control, they had 3 players on the site. So I didn't really see them having an issue stopping that from coming on through. But as you mentioned, it really felt like they just had no idea how close they were. And Roland gets all up in their face. CTs will call a timeout. Now, you would normally not see teams sit back on the site expecting an A hit and then trying to defend from the site. It's just not what you do on Overpass. But again, with 2 riflers and an opera, you'd think, okay, they'd be okay. Maybe they won't play as passively from here on out. They call a timeout. Maybe a stress break. An awkward situation for the money for sure. 3 rounds in a row, but after that, buying down to 0, losing an op. They just don't have enough to buy back. And you typically don't want to buy back versus a team that beat you on an eco because they were already saving. So the value of you winning is not that high because they can buy again. You know that.
Damn, that's gonna be a round we have to remember, and that our analysts are gonna have to talk about. I would say, irregardless of the result, because ninjas have now put themselves in a testy position, but Fnatic, total control of the economy right back in a moment's notice from just Deagles. I'm upset. I'm upset for the sanctity of Counter-Strike was just offended by that last round. Or was the glory of CS really shining through? You know, a reminder that any round is winnable if you catch your opponents in the wrong position at the wrong time with the right aim. Here's Brolin to try and get into the top of bathrooms. Kills knock easily. Plopsky will answer. Golden, nice. Snappy little second kill. Puts a quick end to Plopsky, who was hoping for a little bit more. He'll have to hold on with his 1 kill for now and sit on the sidelines. Crims is going to nearly miss these CTs on their walk up, but he catches the head of the second man. Will, of course, get caught off by Hampus as he didn't know they were both there. But that's everything that Fnatic need to know. Now they just need to end the show. Hampus able to answer as he got his hands on the AK, but with 2 health and 2 opponents, not going to happen. He's going to run, tuck tail, and give Fnatic their 10th. We're tied yet again.
Pretty decent damage for not having anything invested, really. Good setup on long. And that's, again, where just teams go very often when they're anti-ecoing. We did see an even more ridiculous round last series. Full USP, 1 single flashbang. The heroic eco. The stats on winning a round like that are absolutely absurd. I can't remember the actual percentages. I don't know if Elliot has this on hand, but the odds of winning a round with 5 USPs, no armor investment, or no upgraded pistols, no grenades, happens even less frequently than you would expect. Even though I'm sure you think that number is minuscule, it's like ridiculously low. I'm not sure if it dampens it a bit having the flash bot up, but regardless. That was also pretty ridiculous. And now, Twist Ops surely goes back to Knock, and they'll try again. It's going to go up against full rifle, so they don't really have to think about having a clean anti-eco. They're going to play this as if they were back to rifle, V-rifle, and Knock. Oh my gosh. You know what, man? It's not, he doesn't go for that opening that often. He goes once or twice a half, maybe. Surprisingly passive for an Opper, and one of those 2 or so times he does it this half, he gets caught off guard with that flash and punished immediately. Scary position for Rez. That's Rez's contingency plan in the stairs. He cannot go up or down safely. No one's even pushed short B for him. Chris is here, boosted up to help him with stairs, but they don't even have info on short really for him.
Oh, there it is. Tries to react fast enough, but Hop is going to get that long-range AK headshot. Not a bad place to start. In their attempt to call things back into action. Rez, though, I mean, this is a susceptible spot. Player getting closer behind him. He's wary that he's going to get walked in on from either of the 2 directions.
Oh,
doesn't really have anywhere to run.
No idea. Oh. He's his favorite position. Oh, he's going to...
Yeah. Trigger discipline.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, he's going to find all 3. He's going to find all 3. Executes the one in the middle. Sprays continuously for the second. Knowing that the third player's here, he can call for help. And how's it going to go? Golden able to answer with a kill. Rez bests him right thereafter, and Crim's late lurk gets nothing. Excellently done from Rez. Wasn't in his position to start the round, but Launders, he still found a way to work it. And oh, did it do work.
And look at that flash. He throws it hard off the wall. Hampus pushes through the smoke behind him. Golden turns around to kill Hampus. Eats the flash. Rez gets the 3rd frag. Alley-oops himself and wins the whole damn round. Khalil's here for Crimson Flusha. As we're close to tied up. Early damage on Brolin as well. Mercenary on a mission inside of the playground. In a solid comeback after losing their Opper in the first 10 or 15 seconds for NIP.
Molly at the feet of Flusha. That B fight not going to go down just yet. Boost. Well-timed boost to get them something. Yeah, nice. They find that kill inside a connector. Closest player was Crims, but can't really do anything about it as they do fall off of their setup. And this is going to kind of leave Fnatic a little bit stranded here. What's their route? What's their solution?
Ooh.
That's one.
Yeah. Great miss for Knock. Once again puts pressure on the rest of the CTs. Scary to lose that up. Lopsky will respond by taking some control outside Monster. This is an enormous play. The rotations are going to be affected entirely. They can leave short. He doesn't want to rotate too far, but he's actually just going to wrap around, and then they're just going to assume it's, hey, this is a winning round for NIP.
Looks likely. Molly at the feet of Rez. He eats the flash. Twist is so blind. But luckily he had another teammate in line. That was Hoppus to draw attention. Now it's Plobsky on that flank. Denied by Brolin. A headshot to close it. 2 kills for Brolin. A double on Flusha. And you'd think that the Ninjas had it. They had 2 players on site. A 3rd rotate in position. And the flank. But Fnatic fighting their way out of a bad situation. Tying the game again.
Magic, Fnatic bullshit. Take your pick. That was sick. They had a great response once again. Losing Knock, though, it catches up with them finally. They had to have Rez make an amazing play. Popsky made a good info play that round, but they couldn't do it this time around. Probably their just desserts. Nice shot by Rez, damn. From downtown. Eagle in the brain of Brolin.
Man, this game's delivering.
What's going on?
Again, just like versus phase, man. Back and forth. So close all the time. Every round, every fight. And Plobsky getting aggressive inside of short needs to be traded out. He's good.
What is happening?
To go. Crimson the 1v4, that's what. He's looking for the headshot up into the heaven. Does the damage onto Hampus, still holding on to health of his own, but Rez will shut it all down. And another wacky round, this time to the name of the Ninjas.
23 and 16 here for Rez. 2 Deagle kills, 2 Douglases. And a small lead, but no lead means anything this game from what we've seen. Not in the second half. Anything goes. Back on pistols. That's what got Fnatic back into this half. See if they can pull it off again.
Jack. Any round is winnable. Both teams now realizing this. Golden, however, that's not going to help his endeavor. He was tasked with the solo AK play, and he gets tagged down to 12 straight out the gate. No response either, seeing as JW's been lowered to 64. That was by blowing out the squeaky door and spamming him through it. They could just try a good old B-pop. But we've got the big plop sitting on the barrels. Twist beside him. Frag grenade's great. Goodbye. No, not even. Okay, Flusher, the only one to take damage. Thought that was going to blow Golden into tomorrow. Plopsky. Oh my god, empty-handed. They've done it yet again. I don't know. I don't have an answer. It's like you...
Nobody knows. They got out Monster. I mean, the response was normal for NIP, but they only had 2 in B. Neither of which could get a kill. I mean... No, they smoked the Monster. They smoked the barrels Molly. Swing out for a frag. The spray took way too long. Second guy back pit. He was terrified. Rez is pissed.
Understandably. Damn. I really thought that hold had it. Roland's going to get killed, but the only player of Fnatic to go down in this one. We're tied again.
I'm here for all of it.
Same.
Nice shot to Flesha. Flesha says TY, all caps.
Get your friends in here, man. We've got ourselves a heated Swedish derby.
How is Crims playing from back there?
Really, he doesn't even have a computer in front of him.
Putting his feet up on a chair. Roland has
Nip.
won. Oh! 10 opening duels. He is the very best, isn't he? I think Bled brought it up. Number 1 entry fragger right now? Or was that Maui? One of them. We give credit to Potter for that one.
Great job, Freya. Here's our score tally. First 3 for the Ninjas. 2 back, 1 back, 1 back, 1 back, 1 back. A back and forth affair. Check out the kill differential too coming out of the Ninjas. You've got that top heavy Rez performance, but everybody else kind of within one another. See if Hampus and Plopsky can maybe turn it up a bit. Crank that dial. Get ahead of these B hits because it's coming in again. Or at least the utility is first and foremost, but nobody follows suit here for Fnatic.
Okay, Rez, the golden boy. Oh, he's such an important piece. He's gone forward. Caught Roland looking for 2 Crims. Best refragger in the game is going to get that kill. We looking at twist.
JW came in with a deagle, flush of the CZ. Look at the money they have left over. They chose to come into this round with just pistols, despite having just won their 12.
Yeah, I guess that was a deliberate decision. There is a rare case. There is a rare case in Counter-Strike where not spending all your money when you win makes more sense. There's a very fringe circumstance where I think that is that's actually a sensible decision.
It just makes me uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
So does that. Flusha being given a hell of a chance to just run into this B site if he deems necessary. He still has time. 30 seconds. He's going to get this fight. Another 1v1 to unfold here on short, but it's knock. If anyone's provided, it's knock. And there it is. Shutting Flusha down, giving 13 rounds to the Ninjas. And yes, okay, Fnatic, they come into this next one with a little bit of cash left over, but remember, it was Crimson JW who didn't have guns. 4.1 and 3.9 left over. Do they buy behind this now? They have an exact same situation, if not less. than what they
Yeah.
just had in that previous round.
No,
I get it. I understand that it's like a fringe situation sometimes,
Yeah.
but I mean, you saw the effect it had on Crims. The guy had to swap back to a Glock because the CZ only has 24 shots, and he ran out.
That's a whole
He's got a
separate
Glock.
issue. Yeah, but that's hilarious.
Like, damn, man.
Yeah.
At least got a Tech 9.
So
Give yourself a chance.
yeah, yeah, definitely. That decision makes no sense if they don't buy now, but they are. So it's just Golden who has to really compromise. Okay,
Sure.
round 26, here are the buys. We still only have the MP9 for Plopsky. The buy's not great for Fnatic. They weren't feeling comfortable economically coming out of that last round. And after rounds have gone back and forth and traded the last 6, 3 apiece, Fnatic are resting on a nice edge
Crazy.
here. They lose this, it's their economy shattered. They're on 0 loss bonus after these 6 rounds of trade.
Yep. Oh, and it is snappy. Twist whipping the AK under the head of Golden. Now, at least that was the weakest link of Fnatic, right? He's the one relegated to the lesser weaponry, but lesser utility as well here for Fnatic. They've got a smoke and a flash in the face
Boost
of the
back.
ninjas. Pretty well equipped. Full belt for Hampus. Dwindling pieces of utility here for the rest of them on the B site. But I mean, there's no clear path for Fnatic.
Forever.
No, they do just kind of emerge out of the jungle bushes.
It's so hard to read. Oh my god. Okay, so Nox moving back into a new spot. Frontside bathrooms with a flash. They dodge it. It looked, I mean, he got the flash assist, but he wasn't fine.
This is their chance. They're going to flash Hampus off of the side of the smoke. I mean, he needs to deliver. The M4A1S does him well for the first and the second onto Flusha. His rotate upwards did a good job. JW pinched between 2 positions. Ninjas with a 14th. A back and forth affair, round after round, but finally the CTs emerge with consecutive round wins. And that spells disaster for Fnatic. It is not the first time they've been in the dumps on this map. However, they're just going to call it quits. They save. Full save. Other than the deagle on Flusha, they're going to forfeit that 15th to the ninjas and hope they can claw it back and force OT.
Yeah, so that's how it ends, huh? 1 extra round of loss, and they'll get to put together something next round, but yeah, they're just fighting to get into OT. With NIP, it's been scrappy the whole way. Really, I mean, the Counter-Strike, the brand of Counter-Strike is so different from what we saw versus FaZe on the CT side because of Fnatic forcing it out of them, but there's so much history here that affects the matchup. That makes things very interesting.
Knock. Hello. Quick and crispy headshots. Good thing that Galil has 35 bullets.
Yeah,
Yeah, laugh it off. Laugh it off. It hurts. If you don't laugh, you cry.
until they come out with the Galil A1S.
Are we switching to that too?
$1,700. Of course, we're switching to that.
All right, Fnatic. This is what they were waiting for. A chance to stabilize. There is no reason to believe that this map is over. The ninjas have not looked flawless. And Hampus kind of compromised down
my
in
God,
connector. He's going to
so
fall
dead.
right into the tees. Yeah, dude, knock. I mean, he doesn't have the angle to stop it. Could trade it back, perhaps, but no. Not able to double down onto Brolin, who's now going to make the absolute most of that kill. He sniffs an open bomb site. He smells nothing to stop him. And he is right in assuming so. But the bomb's not really in a position to join him. And it's almost like because it's empty, it seems full. Had he gotten another duel in a 1v1, then he would have stampeded inwards. But he didn't see that additional chance to kind of snowball the moment. The ninjas could have been stacked up in their corners. They weren't, as Rez still resides on long, tucked into the corner. Now the ninjas are in position, but Fnatic have time to play this.
Well, Rez is actually falling back. I was going to say this is NIP's best chance to win, but it looks like NIP are thinking about stacking B. Rez, will he stick around? They're pressing up. I mean, this is still Fnatic's round to lose. Raz has already given up long. He's probably regretting that at the moment. They're going to flash to get some info. Can Twist make a play?
He's going to have to make a double. 2 players inside of the bathrooms. If he wraps around them right now, Crims, I mean, he still has his eyes back here, but he's turned. The timing is impeccable, and the shot connects to the head of both. Meanwhile, Rez gets blown off of the bomb site. Twist desperately trying to stop that bomb carrier. 10 seconds remaining, and it is picked back up by J-Dubs, but Plopsky, he's got 2 players ahead of him. Brolin fixated on this exact position, so he has to forfeit the plant.
He knows.
He clips JW, sprays for the second, and Plopsky's gonna take this map.
No
A
way.
2K clutch for Plopsky, 16-12. A back and forth affair on Overpass, but the Ninjas push it over the line just in time as Fnatic were eyeing up that comeback.
No way that's how it ends. That Twist flank, the play they had to make after they thought it was going to be B. Twist wraps around the bathrooms. The Galil spray goes wild, spray transfer to the first guy, and then pushes through the smoke to get the Dio kill just to set up Plopsky for that 1v2. Magical 1v2 by Plopsky. That's so well done.
Yeah, definitely needed it. JW just slips into the crosshair. I mean, Twist, we saw him the round previous almost drop a Galil shot versus an unarmored player. For him to get those 2 headshots, weakening them both, swaps to the Desert Eagle launders and forces the fight. Like, what a risk to take, pushing through the smoke like that. It all comes down to those final 15 seconds. No OT needed on Overpass, but we need a second map and maybe even